Tonight, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's caught by Mike Evans. Finding room at midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Steps away to his left. He's got a man, complete. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
They're going to look to throw. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. Touchdown! Chris Godwin. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Buccaneers need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's Chris Godwin who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. They go play action here on first down. And he finds Penny. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
The numbers for Evans in last week's ball game. He was pretty prophetic. He said before that game, I want to get in the end zone. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Looking to throw. Watkins is brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Being chased out left. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
On fourth down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. A good kick, 49 yards. Just 3 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them. Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. He'll look to throw. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter as that's a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Right back to Chris Godwin. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, forced the incompletion.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 21-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea. 21-0 our score after 1. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Penny. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The attention shifting back to Chris Godwin and the rest of the Tampa offense. We're in the second quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain it? And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw here. He completes it to Evans. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down. Back to throw again. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bucs are able to add on to their first-half lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's McLaughlin. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty well, and I don't think I pinned the loss on him. But there's no question, this is a learning process, and that was step 1. And he's hoping on the road to glory.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Watkins.
Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watkins.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Watkins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday.
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the 3rd quarter here.
It'll be Lions football to start the 2nd half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. On 2nd down, here's Penny. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Well, that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Get a look at receiver Chris Godwin as this offense returns for their next drive.
A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
Absolutely.
though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
They'll set up a throw.
Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. And his throw is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line.
Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yoked.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
Jalen Darden
from 17 yards out.
And the Buccaneers open the lead up to 34-0.
Rosas good with the extra point. And that makes this 35-0 now. That time a 9-play drive. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Shaquille Barrett, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. To throw on second down, Watkins, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll roll him out right. This is caught by Evans. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Fournette will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers. So I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
The Lions on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Looking to throw. Watkins steps away to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback.
Here comes the Lions punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return.
The attention shifting back to Chris Godwin and the rest of the Tampa offense.
So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there. He's got a man. Complete. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
A pass underneath for Fournette. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Working with a 2nd and 4.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Hill.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Second and 3. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule, because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Rosas to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it's Chris Godwin who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Detroit's offense ready to take over. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Looking to throw on second down. Watkins. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
From the gun on third down. Watkins, man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it. And the Lions are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Buccaneers,